your collection, when do you start collecting?
I want to say 93. It's funny enough. This shirt right here was one of the things that sparked my interest. This is the retro repeat to this.
Okay.
Summer school of 92. I'm chilling outside, hanging out with the regular kids. I'm feeling cool wearing my regular Guess shirts. These dudes came out. These were like the big drug dealers in the neighborhood. These dudes pull out with every one of these. Like, this shirt had like a hoodie, a jacket, a couple of all pieces. Like, these dudes came like, what the hell is this 92 joint? And what really pulled me into it was when I saw the shirt was like a split color. Being I'm Haitian, and this looked like the Haitian flag, being the joint in the middle. I was like, yo, I need this.
Right.
From then I went and got that. I went to go pick up this piece. I saw they had like a stadium shirt that, like, they call it the cartoon. It's so many crazy names. Like, almost everything got a nickname.
Mm-hmm.
But from like the summer of 92, that summer 92 summer school, it just lit a fire on me. Like, I already saw my homie had it, but like, this was like, yo, this is the wave and I'm gonna rock this.
Go.
No, but like, it's taking me back with like that. From then on, it was just like, yo, everything else became, all right, I might have one or two of these, but I'm gonna take this rack right here.
Right. And how did your collection become valuable?
It's by accident, believe it or not. Like, all the pieces I ever got, it was just, I collected it out of love. Like, I see these pieces, I like the design, I like the color. I'm like, I could take this, incorporate it with this. But sooner or later, like, with most things, everybody starts destroying pieces. Because a lot of us back in the days, it was like real street fights, real gang fights. Like, any of it, like, I'm not knocking no Crips or Bloods, but it was like back then, almost every block had their own separate gang. So like, you come outside wearing a certain piece, that piece might not make it home with you. Like I say, like the ski man joint is literally called a suicide. Because if you come in Brooklyn and you rocking that ski jacket and you got off the 4 train, the 2 train, and you got off on Franklin Avenue, and you was going upstairs and you didn't know somebody, you kind of committing suicide because dudes is coming for your head for that jacket. So like, with the collection of those things, you just keep adding more and more, and you keep finding different things with it.
What made Polo stick out than any other brand back then?
The colors.
The colors?
To a point that even Tommy tried to do it. Like, it was colorful, but
Tommy,
it wasn't.
You said Tommy?
Yeah, Tommy tried to incorporate some of his stuff in like later on in '97. That's when he went with the sailing gear. That's
talking about Hilfiger.
Hilfiger.
Okay.
Yeah, like Hilfiger, like he jumped on the wave in like '97 and tried to copy what Ralph was doing, because Ralph was giving you every lifestyle. You wanted to play football? I'm gonna give you a football rugby. You want to go skiing? Here's a skiing rugby. You want to go rafting? Here's a rafting shirt. Like, any sport, anything you wanted to, you could find a graphic for it, down to playing darts. One of the sickest shirts they have is a short sleeve shirt, kind of like silky material with a big dartboard on the back of it. And right now, when you would have bought that shirt back then, you probably would have paid maybe $100. Now, if dude is your man, he's charging you $200 for it. He don't like you, get ready for that $400 or $500. So it's, the values on them just nuts, man.
Can you say like, there's a spot that you can go to like for sneakers? They got Flight Club, right?
Right.
Is there a spot where there's somebody that is selling official polo for like a ridiculous spot?
Yeah. I mean, when I say ridiculous, I don't want to knock my man's, but like, it's just the market value switches on them. Like, because once things get destroyed from back then, and one person has one of them, the same shirt that could have been $200, he's gonna be like, dude, I need some more money for it. Or the question I hate about those is how much you want to spend on it. Make me an offer for it. Mm-hmm. But spots that are official, that if you really want to get a good piece of vintage where dudes will give you good deals and it's not gonna try to kill you, there's a spot in Brooklyn called the Polo Store, and there's another spot, Vintage Elements. Like, those dudes got, if you want the old vintage piece, they're gonna find it for you, or they're gonna have it right there on deck.
Okay.
Some might be decent prices. Some of them, depending on the sizing, you're gonna blow a check and a half.
Well, what do you think about outlets selling polo?
I love them.
Okay.
Because that was the foundation. Because back in those days, if you went to Macy's only get like 50, 60 pieces of certain things. If I rush it, you rush it, and everybody else already got to it. There's no more of it. But now you go to the outlet, you're like, wait a minute. I remember this. This was out like a couple of months ago. It didn't sell, or they'll come out there. Like, a lot of people don't know this. If you have an old piece of Ralph Lauren and you look at the tag, it has a gold dot on it, and you didn't realize what that gold dot meant, that means that was an outlet piece. Mm-hmm. There's some kind of flaw, some kind of defect. It may look perfect to you, but when it came from the factory, it was a flaw. So the same shirt that you couldn't get from over here, you go to the outlet, you can still live. I love the outlets. Shit, shout out to the outlets and them teddy bear t-shirts. You mentioned tags having gold circles on it to show there was a defect.
How can you spot a real Ralph Lauren sport against like a counterfeit? How can you spot it?
Depends on it, cause quality really doesn't play a point. That's one thing I gotta say about Ralph. Like, I got pieces from like 1990 that I've worn, beaten in high school, beaten in college, and like when you look at them, it still will stand the time. And then you go get a piece now, and you look at it like it doesn't. The material doesn't feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So with them, the stitching will tell you the way the design is on it. Like, you look at a shirt that you look at it, it would look totally complete as opposed to a fake Ralph. You'd be like, something is missing from it. The beard will look off. The head will be too big on one of those. A flag will be like slightly skewed on it. And I give them that. They're getting really, 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 really good at it. And the scary part about it is the fake low gets hard when it comes from overseas.
Okay.
Because there's a couple of things that dudes like, oh, it's a Japan exclusive when it's really a Chinatown exclusive.
Counterfeit, yeah. How do you feel about counterfeits? Like,
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan of counterfeits?
Not a fan at all. Like, I don't mind you customizing a piece, but I don't like counterfeits. There's inspiration, and there's just straight bootleg. Like, because you take a shirt and you be like, I like this design. I'm going to change it a bit, and I'm going to redo something on it and leave it plain. Mm-hmm. That's your design. I can respect that. Like, that's a perspective. When you take a shirt that you blatantly copying Ralph, like USPA does, like they'll take Ralph does this, they're going to take it, put it on there, and then like, oh, this is the same brand. No, it's a bootleg shirt. You're equivalent to me if somebody going outside taking an iron-on shirt and writing polo on the shirt and tells you your shirt is Ralph. Right. So when that happens, it's like I can't stand it.
Have you ever spotted someone with a fake and put them on blast?
Done that a lot, and believe it or not, I was a victim of it once.
Wow. Tell us about that. Go ahead. My
dad got me a fake shirt, didn't know it. Like, with good intention. Like, he saw like I had so much stuff, and he's like, you know what? He wanted to do something nice. He went out and bought the sweater. It was called a scribble line. Where it looked like it says RLPC on the side. Comes in the house, he's like, hey, I got you a shirt. I know you love polo and all this. I'm like, oh, thanks. He hands me the shirt, right? I'm looking at the shirt. I'm like, something's not right about this.
How can you like spot on tell that something was wrong with it?
But for two reasons. Not saying my dad is cheap, but like, I know he's not going out there buying me a sweatshirt for $150 because he's gonna be like, nah. Then he brought it. I'm looking at one of the letters. I'm like, this doesn't look. I have the sweater in a different color. I'm like, doesn't seem right to me. He's like, nah, yeah, my friend gave me a deal on it. So when I asked him the price, telltale sign if you're getting a fake shirt. If you know the joint's $150, $200, and this person ain't your man, and you know he just stole it, he says, yo, give me $20, $40 for it, it's probably fake. And that's what he did to my pops. He's like, yo, $40. Came in the house, I looked at the shirt. Needless to say, sorry, pops, that's somebody else's car wash rag.
Yeah. Damn.
I couldn't do it because back in those days, you get caught wearing one of those fake pieces, your life is ruined for like a solid month straight because every time you come around, your tags are getting checked. Like, it's bad enough, like when you run with the low lives, they have this thing called drawers checks. If they talk about head to toe, mm-hmm. They will check you head to toe and be like, is your socks low? They will check you.
Damn.
And they get serious about it. So like, once you catch you one fake piece, it's gonna be like, every time you see it, you don't want that.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things I gotta instill in you. Like,
how do you feel about people that they want polo, but they can't get it, so they cop the the fishy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how.
That's the thing about polo. There's every price point. Like, not all the prices where you gotta bang everybody and get the big $200, $300 items. Like you said, the outlets could have you living royally. Because you go to the outlets, you can pick up a couple of pieces for like $20, $30, $40, and personal style goes a long way. Like, new means nothing when it comes to personal style. I can go to the outlet and buy a bunch of shirts for like $30, $40, and every day you just style them a little differently. And I had to and coordinate them with everything else. Mm-hmm. Nobody would ever realize you had a $30 outfit or with outlet pieces.
Right. Because
most of my collection started with outlet pieces. Because some of these stores I couldn't walk into when I'm trying to get into like a Bloomingdale's. I'm like 14 with no parents. They're looking at me like, who's this kid?
Who's this kid? Yeah.
And matter of fact, Burlington Coat Factory that used to be down there by Rector Street and all them stuff before by the World Trade Center. We went in that place so much and stole so much that they put in a rule that if you didn't have a parent, you were not allowed to walk in that place before 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Like,
they had their eye on y'all, man.
What?
Y'all went crazy with the merchandise, man.
Yo, you take me out memory lane with some of the funny stuff that we did in that place, man. Yeah.
You ever got caught?
Bloomingdale's.
Yeah?
Yeah. Bloomingdale's had my picture. Bloomingdale's, yo, that's what I learned too. Security guards are thieves, bro. Like, I got caught in there, had my book bag. I literally had like 2 outfits in my book bag. Wearing the jacket I just stole on my back. Got there. The guys went through the bag. They going through all that stuff. The guy's like, all right, sit in the cell right here. 15 minutes later, come out, I was like, all right, we need you to sign a statement saying that you won't come back into the storeroom. I was like, all right. I'm looking at the paper. I'm like, 1 shirt and 1 pair of shorts. The guy's like, sign the paper and leave. I'm like, 1 shirt's like, I was like, all right. Knowing damn well I'm still wearing the stolen jacket on my back, and I had like 2 outfits in my bag, and I'm walking out like, oh shit, you guys is thieves. Yeah. Like, they're worse than me. Y'all caught me stealing, and y'all stealing from me.
That's the way the game goes, man.
Couldn't be mad.